Everybody wants a draft mode in Marvel Snap, including myself, but I think it's harder to implement than you would think. If you're unfamiliar with draft modes in card games, so basically you pay with in-game currency or with real money to purchase a draft run. You are then offered choices of cards, and you keep choosing these cards individually until you have a full deck of cards. Then you play against other players that have done the same process. Once you get to 3 losses, you're out, and you get rewards based on how many wins you've gotten on your run. And usually it does cap out with the amount of wins that you can get as well. The thing is, in these other card games, they have different rarities of cards, so they can actually make the odds of getting like specific kind of rarities, like if you like, it's a very low chance to get like an epic or a legendary card in your draft. Usually everybody will be around the same playing field with what they can get, but sometimes you get a legendary card. Sometimes legendary cards are not even good for your deck, but basically just random choices. But like all 3 choices will be like around the same, like it'll be like the same rarity and so on. And how it works in Hearthstone is every 10 picks are guaranteed to get either a rare, epic, or a legendary pick. The thing is, that can't really work in a game like Marvel Snap because there's no rarity of cards. I had played in a draft tournament recently. Using this Korean website, you can enter in your collection, and you and your opponent, you do like a 1v1 draft kind of style, and it gives you like a pool of 40 cards, and you both go back and forth picking cards, and it's pretty sweet. It's really difficult because you're timed to 30 seconds for each pick, and you only have 30 seconds to actually scan this whole board of cards. But I think it is a good method, but this would never really work in a draft mode, in a typical draft mode in a game, because then every single person would have to choose from this exact pool of cards, or also it'd be unfair, and then everyone's gonna have like a very similar deck probably, and it just doesn't really work out. So I've tried thinking about this for a while, and if Marvel Snap just does like what Hearthstone did, and it's just completely random, there's gonna be such a difference in drafts, and you can just get severely unlucky or severely lucky with your draft and just have like an insanely good deck or a completely horrible deck with no synergy. I then thought about the idea of like determining which cards are like a higher power level or lower power level and grouping those together. Who is to determine what card is good, especially if there's a synergy or if there's not a synergy, gets a little interesting. I think these reasons together is why it's taking so long to get a draft mode in Marvel Snap. I know they did just release Conquest mode, which is great. A lot of people do like it. It's not for everybody though. But yeah, draft mode is high up there on a lot of people's list of priorities. But I think that I found maybe a way to do it. Now, since it would be like horrible to not find any 1 cost in your draft, or 2 cost, or even like 6 costs, like big guys, I think that pretty much they should do it where you're guaranteed to choose from 1s and 2s, maybe 1, 2, and 3. You get an option of a 1, 2, 3, maybe like a couple options of 1, 2, 3, then like 4, 5, maybe like 5, 6 plus, or something like that, 4, 5, 6 plus. Then it like narrows down, and then maybe there's a couple picks where it's like completely random cards. But I think that you have to make it so the players are guaranteed to get like early game cards for their deck, and late game cards for their deck. But that's my thinking for it, and I think that it's harder than you think to make a draft mode in this game. I've tried thinking about it for a while, and this is what I came up with. So I would love to hear what you guys think down below in the comments. Do you agree with my methodology for a draft mode in Marvel Snap? What do you think? How do you think it should work? Subscribe for more content. Peace out.